out. They really need to clean that fan. Oh my God, look at the windowsill. They haven't dusted these blinds in forever. It's really, she really got it. I was out one time and they started I'm looking at the silverware going, this is the cheapest silverware you can buy. This is crazy. You might as well throw this, plastic is more expensive than this. You get into, because that's what I look at work all the time. So it's kind of tough. Yes?
Have you ever eaten at the Garibaldi's, like, near here?
Yeah.
The one, like, Ramos?
Yeah.
What's
Not
your
lately.
opinion?
Do I?
What's your opinion?
I used to love it.
It's so dirty. I worked there for a month. It's so dirty.
Do you know that Garibaldi's has a delivery truck? Let me tell you how neat this is. You know, think about. So a radiator, your car generates hot water, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, I never heard this. In their truck, your water in your antifreeze runs through your engine. He pipes it around his van. That's how he keeps the inside of it hot. Like for a heating element, it's hot water from the car.
Are you talking about that Toyota that sits out in front of the? Oh no, the white van.
The delivery one.
Oh, that's odd.
So, but why do people still go there? Why has it been there I was in college 30 years ago. Why is it still there?
Well, I guess they like the food, but still.
It's been there so long.
Yeah.
Because it's been there so long.
Yeah. But again, you go and you see these things. As you're in the business, you'll start seeing these things. You can walk into a restaurant and see how it operates if you pay attention to the people. Okay? If you pay attention to the way the staff works, if you pay attention to the cleanliness, if you pay attention to the detail, I can tell you how a restaurant runs. I can tell you what the management is like, because you can just look and see. So it's about how the culture that's created in your restaurants. If everybody looks sharp, if everybody looks good, everything just seems to click along, it's well run. Does that mean it's never going to crash? Absolutely not. Does it mean it's not going to have problems? Absolutely not. But you can look at the culture that's in the way people talk, the way it runs, the way it looks. You can look at the culture in that restaurant and see how that goes. Same thing in the hotel, right? If you're in the hotel business, you go check into a hotel room. Well, go get in the shower. You want to see if they really clean? Go look in the shower. Look at the walls, right? You can really tell if they're cleaning. Look around, look in the bathrooms, and you can really see if they're cleaning. So you can go. You can stay in a $50 a night hotel room, or you can stay in a $250 a night hotel room. And you can see if they're still well run, if they're clean, if they're organized, they're friendly at the front desk. You can still see the culture of the place and see how it runs. So when you go and you're working in these places in leadership's not about being the best. Leadership is about making the people around you better. Okay? When things go great, you guys did a great job. When it hits the fan, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'll laugh. For years, I've always said, you know what I want my job to be? You know what I want to do? Absolutely nothing. That's my job.
The dream.
I don't want to do anything. Why? I want to surround myself with people that are smarter than me, better than me, that can do their job better than I can do. Because guess what? Guess who hired them? Me. So if you're successful, the whole place is successful. I get my pats on the back because the business is successful. If I hire people and the business suffers, guess who takes the blame? No matter what. When one of my restaurants crashes and burns, and all of a sudden it fell apart, guess who's responsible? Me. I go to the GM, I don't care whether the manager was there or not. I said, your fault is your store. You should have known that you were short-staffed. You should have known that you were out of this. You should have known that you were out of that. You should know that your restaurant was crashing and burning. But ultimately, when the reviews come in and we get hammered, still, I'm the president. It's still my fault. But when we're doing great and the reviews are fantastic, doing a great job in your store. Thank you very much. That's leadership, and that's the level that it goes. When you're successful, it's your people. When you fail, it's all you. So whether you're a shift manager in your store, no matter what level you are, when you're the shift manager in your store and you're running that shift, it's all you. If it goes well, great. If it goes bad, it's still you. That's what being leadership and that's what being in charge is all about. It's not always fun. One of the things that, still with leadership, that I've also learned is when I have good people that leave me, I'm happy for them. There are some places that you go and you turn in your notice. And you can be one of my servers, any one of my employees. And I've seen people that get upset when their good people leave. But you guys are in college. If you work for me and now you're graduating college, I'm supposed to be mad at that? I should celebrate that. Great job. Congratulations. Thank you for staying with me all the time that you stayed with me. Do you need me to help you get a job? Do you need to help me? I can make phone calls. You can use me as a reference. Celebrate when people win. If you have people that work for you and work for you for a long time, and whatever, change your career, change anything, there's no point being upset with that. Life changes, and you're going to have in our business, we got a lot of people that move. That's okay. If you decide to leave, new job, more money, family, hours, whatever the reason is, that's okay. I'll tell you, congratulations. You were a good employee. If you leave on good terms, you're always welcome to come back. And I do. I have a lot of people. I've got people that have left me, come back and work multiple times. I've got people that have burned me when they left and they never work for me again. As long as you leave, I don't care how good you are. If you leave with me on good terms, you're welcome to come back. But support your people. Be happy for them. You also got to remind people, the grass may be greener on the other side, but it's just as hard to cut. And a lot of people don't understand that. But that's okay, right? You work here, you think this is going to be a great opportunity, new place opening up, you're going to be really successful. Fantastic. I hope it works out for you. But if it doesn't, no, you're always welcome to come back. One of the things I've always strived for is I can think about people in my career, especially I will tell you, when I was your age, I worked for Jake Shore at North End. It's Westies now. I still see him. I still talk to him. There are people in my life and my career that I stand out that have helped me tremendously. Okay, when I was your age and I started, that would have put Jake, I think he was late 40s then. For you guys at your age, somebody in their late 40s is pretty old. So I laughed. A couple years ago, I ran into Jake at the bank, and I reminded him, I said, you know what? I'm older than you now than when you hired me. We've known each other for 35 years, working together. So one thing I've always hoped for and I've strived for is that I want somebody like you who may work for me for 2 or 3 years, that in 10, 15, 20 years to come back, I want you to go, I learned a lot from Terry. Terry was great. He was a great manager. He did this well. I learned this from him. I learned that from him. So even the places that you work now, for those of you that like your job, for those of you that don't like your job, why? Right? So as you go through your career, you want to emulate that behavior. You're all going to have good bosses and bad bosses. It's the way it is. Take the things from your good bosses and go, I need to behave like that. Take the thing from your bad bosses and go, I don't want to do that. That's not the way I want to be. You want the respect from your people. You want to learn. You want people to look at you and look up to you and be happy and still be able to talk to you years later and go, I've really enjoyed working for you. Thank you. But that's leadership, right? Because people enjoy being there. One of the mantras that I use, it's even on my email, when I have it on there, is attitude is everything. And I'm not a genius. That didn't come up from that. I stole it from somebody else. Actually, it was kind of one of the things that in the casino at one point, that was kind of the focus of our management team, is attitude is everything. What do you think that means?
How you present yourself.
Okay. Anybody else?
The way that you handle issues whenever things go wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your attitude is going to control how you perceive a lot of things.
Sure. Sure. Anybody else?
Attitude affects your work performance, which in turn affects overall
Sure does.
performance.
Sure does. Attitude is everything, and I talk about this. There are so many things in life that you can't control. The only thing you can control is your attitude. You can't control the things that happen to you in life, but you can control the way you react to them, can't you? Sometimes it's easier said than done, but it is. From customer service, to employees, to your children. So you can control your attitude. That's really all you can control. You really can't control anything else in life. So when you deal with an upset guest, how you respond to that guest, it's all up to you. If they act crazy, it's how you respond. Your tone of voice, your body language, just the way you talk to them. Do you empathize? Do you make eye contact? Same thing with an employee. Is an employee upset about something? Are they mad about something? You can't control a lot of that, but you can control how you react to that. And there's crazy stuff. I've got it on video. We watched it. I had a woman in one of my stores a little while ago lost her damn mind over Kool-Aid. I'm over Kool-Aid.
That's embarrassing.
I put Kool-Aid into the stores a while back ago. And here's the fun part. It wasn't that we were out of Kool-Aid. We were out of the flavor that she wanted. So the store was busy and they hadn't had time to refill the bubbler. So we had Kool-Aid. We had the red fruit punch Kool-Aid, but we didn't have the blue raspberry Kool-Aid. That woman lost her mind over blue Kool-Aid. You can just see her just. Now, ultimately, whose fault is that? It's ours. We shouldn't run out of Kool-Aid. Sorry, we shouldn't run out of Kool-Aid, but we did. But that woman probably has more going on in her life than just being mad about Kool-Aid.